It was once the cultural capital of Mauritania in the heart of the Sahara. For over 1,000 years, the ancient city of Chinguetti has welcomed travelers crossing the desert. As nomads and scholars came and went, many left remnants behind, priceless historical texts housed in libraries like this one, which holds over 7,000 ancient manuscripts.
Here we are, in my home. This is the collection of my family, the Al-Ahmad Mahmoud family, since 1699.
Saif Islam is a proud custodian for the trove of more than 450 books collected by his ancestors. These ancient books were left by pilgrims on their way to Mecca or brought back from countries across the Islamic world.
These are scripts of Arabic poetry, and here we have some scientific texts on astrology. And this here is a little pocket-sized travel book.
Manuscripts dating back to the 12th and 13th century passed down generations.
Our ancestors knew that our planet was round and rotated around the sun long before Copernicus and Galileo.
Thanks to its dozens of libraries, Chinguetti has earned the nickname the Sorbonne of the desert. The jihadist threat has receded in the region in the last 10 years, but there are plenty of other dangers. The greatest enemy is time and the blistering heat of the Sahara. But not only. Abdullah Ghulam owns one of the most renowned libraries in the city. His collection of over 1,000 books written on gazelle skin and lined with gold is being eaten away by termites.
Il y a des termites. Catastrophe. Là-bas, c'est le système local. La salle n'est pas climatisée. La chaleur, il y a cassé les papiers. Ils mettaient la bassine d'eau, il y a médité, la chaleur, par exemple, 30 maximum.
But threats also lurk outside. Carried by dry winds, frequent sandstorms are a force of nature, slowly engulfing houses one by one.
Je vous amène au désert, à la frontière du désert.
Mohamed Lemine is in charge of library maintenance. In order to get in, though,
Encore la porte ici, elle est complètement interdite.
he has to clear the way first.
You have to dig out all this sand to be able to get in. This house was built in 1993, and back then there was not a grain of sand. Now you have a dune here that's about 50 centimeters high. And on the other side, it's practically at the level of the top of the house, which is more than 3 meters high.
Rows of trees like these are planted to counter the sandy winds, but it's no match for the sheer force of the wilderness. To save the manuscripts, Mohammed works on the digitization of the writings. A delicate and meticulous process, with the added difficulty of persuading the owners to bring out the fragile books out of storage. But as the memory lives on beyond the parchment, Chinguetti's time capsules continue to stand the test of time, shelved in small dusty treasure coves in the desert.